Hello friends, in this video I will be talking about how to create a pie chart that would accept data at runtime and it would be inside the Django application. So let me show you what the thing is. So as I start my server, yes, the application already started, and now let's move on to the browser. I hit the page, yes. So this is my interface where I'm supposed to provide the input. And remember, this import has to be one followed by the other one. That means you will be able to pass the data one after the other. So let's consider the first value or the first input to be 10, and I click on submit button. As I do that, immediately you are redirected to the to another page or another application, whatever you call it according to Django, and here you can see a circle which has got a total 100%. The reason is you just give only one data for that reason. So now let's get into the other input as well. So as I click on add more data, it brings me back, and as you can see in my list what data I have given before. So it would store all the data which I'm providing. So let's come up with the data call that is 30, a value of 30, and I click on the submit button, and the moment I do that, now you see something very nice, very neat and clean. The graph has been split into two different sections. If you consider this to be 360-degree circle, then it would be like the 75% has been taken by this portion, and because I give value of 30, and the rest 25% has been taken by the portion where I've given the value as 10. Now how this is getting formulated, or how even the pie chart does get constructed, that is very important. Well, I didn't talk about this particular portion, and let me explain the whole thing of what is going to happen over here. So here I have taken down the step-by-step breakouts. I have given two values, right? One was 10, that was the first value, and the other one was 30. That the first step would do the total sum of the values. So if I add more data over here, they would be getting added up. So currently I've added two data, so 10 plus 30 would be 40. So that is the total value that I have given. Now let's come to the formation of each of these slices and how it is happening. Each slice in the pie chart represents a portion of the total sum. Yes, exactly. Out of this entire 360, over here you have to be demonstrate the portion based on the value what you have given. And how is it calculated? The first slice, I'm talking about this portion where the value was 10 because that was the first input. The portion of that would be somewhat like this 10 by 40, and from there we would be getting 0.25, which is just very similar to that of 25% of the totals here, and that is what is happening over here. So based on the value 10 and the total was 40, I'm getting 25%. In the same way, the next data was 30, right? So out of 30, I mean out of total 40, if I have given the value 30, so 30 by 40 would be 0.75, and thereby I'm getting the 75% of the total share. So that is what you are getting over here. So that means the circle has now been separated into different slices. Now comes the last portion, that is how do you generate this angle? What is the funda behind that? So if you consider this has to be into a circle which represents 360 degree, that's what I have mentioned over here. Now how do you generate the angle for each of these slices? And for that reason what you have to do is that you have to convert your total sum into the angle, and this can be done in a very nice way. The first input was 10, so the first slice, I'm talking about first slice, so 10, and you have got the slice portion was 0.25, so 0.25 into 360, you're getting the value 90 degree, and that's the reason why this is exactly 90 degree, what you can see right over here. Similarly, the value 30 you have given, so 30 and the slice portion that got generated was 0.75. So for that, so I'm not talking about what would the angle of this 30 value, the value 30 for which the angle would be 0.75 into 360, and you are getting exactly 270. So if you sum up them together, you would be getting the same value 360, right? So that's what it's getting formed over here. So that's how the 270 is coming in picture. So that means when you are giving a value 10, you are getting 90 degree of the slice, and when you are giving a value 30, you are getting 270 degree of the slice. So that's how the thing is getting formulated. Well, by the way, don't worry, you can add more data as well, and the same thing will just extend. I just went on for these two data to make you understand this one, but you can keep on adding more data. Suppose I go for the value 15, and as I click the submit button, you see our now it's nice looking graph, I mean the chart, right? So if let's add a couple of more data over here. So suppose I'm going for the value 7, it would look somewhat like this. It's really looking cool, right? And let's add one more data, and suppose I'm going for the data like 13, and this time it would be somewhat like this. Okay, it's really looking nice. Okay, let's go for one more data because I am really enjoying it. So here I give the value, suppose 5, and as I do that, you see a very colorful image. Now you are creating a chart, that is true, but I also wanted that I can download this chart. Maybe I have to embed this chart somewhere else. So for that reason, I have got another option over here called download, and as I click that, look over here, the file is downloaded in the download folder. Let's expand this and let me show you how it looks like. Oh, really awesome, really awesome. So it's an individual file, it just now got downloaded. As you can see the time right now, and here is the file. So this file you can embed in any particular software, any presentation which you are providing. So based on the input which you are giving through the Django, I have able to develop an application that would take the user input and thereafter would simply add a chart, and not only that, you are even downloading that chart. So this is a very flexible application, and right now it is working at my local system, but very soon I would also upload in my cloud so that you can make use of it. And the small numerical behind the creation of the chart has been also been demonstrated, that how the summation is getting formed, and then how it is creating the individual slice, and finally from the slice how it is converting into the angle so that it can be plotted in 360 degree of the circle is also really amazing. Okay, so all this is coming from Python Django, and I'm making use of Matplotlib, so definitely you should give a try on this as well. Okay, so that's all from this video presentation. Few more visualization implementation I'm doing, and one after the other I will be showing them as well. Okay, until then, have a nice time. Bye bye.